EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the BlackNights of Memphis taking on the Vikings of Buenos Aires. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19, 18. Right in. Go.
Richardson going right to the air.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Richardson. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 46 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Richardson looking to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Richardson will throw for it. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Addison holds it in. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Hey, look at this defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Vikings at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
Jordan Addison, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second and 10.
Now Wilson.
Pass complete to Addison.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now it's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Adams, 34 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
18, 19 tight, 19 tight.
1st down, Memphis.
Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Barkley inside handoff. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you, enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go, 14.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey! Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check that street.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run this one right up the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Black Knights take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Listen.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
15 yards. And the Buenos Aires 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
First down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there.
with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dante Thornton,
65 yards.
And the BlackNights are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
It's a gain of 11.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Vikings, first down.
From the shotgun, Wilson looking deep for Adams. Touchdown, Vikings. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
This is caught inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
19 targets, 19, 5 here. Ready, Warriors, 68, ready.
A final shot before the half, Richardson.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Dante Thornton.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Black Knights get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
26. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just... get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Well, he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Looking deep downfield. That is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Tigers, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson looking to throw.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll try to do it himself.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is down to 2.
33. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Wilson.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right left. Move the team. 18. There. Good job right there.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Throwing is Wilson. And that's complete to Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 27.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Now Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind him, and it will push the lead up to 5. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Now it's Richardson. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Danny Gray, 65 yards. And the Black Knights have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Richardson will throw for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
Wilson's pass
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First down.
Street.
First and 10 at the 27.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 75. And the Black Knights get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
46, Vikings 38. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Wilson. Now he's going to, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Russell Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and run it in.
but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 36 yards.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Wilson to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So here we go. Still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down, straight, ready.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check, Bobcat. Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Second and 6.
Hurt. Right there. Hey, check that, street.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
19, Cup 19.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here's 1st and 10.
Got it.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Wilson.
30-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43.
Here's Wilson. Rifles one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Memphis, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can't quite seem to turn.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see my need. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I'm to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, pricks. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard talk, career to shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene? One or two, drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.